Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love. And today or this evening, I have just pulled some cards from the Work Your Light, the Work Your Light Oracle at the bottom, the Moonology deck, and also the Wisdom of Love Oracle. And down the left-hand side is like what is going on in the divine counterpart's head, what's going on at their heart, what are they wanting? And so it's head, heart, wanting. The same for us. What's going on in our head, what's going on in our heart, and what is going on, what are we wanting? And then at the end of that as well, I've then gone, okay, what is for both of us? So what's the guidance for both of us? This is lovely because this relationship is blessed. And yet again, it was transformation is happening at a cellular level. So what do you need to release? Which is a big theme, right? And probably it's all the fears and anxieties. Remember that we're taking on this collective, the collective energies, and we're here to transmute those energies. The big thing for me was when these cards came out was look at the mirroring in the cards, the same colors. It's like the egg. Well, they both look like eggs to me. I know that there's the owl, there's the dove, and it's about both in our heads, or what we're thinking is this sense of knowing, listening to intuition, being in that sense of peace, because there is a deep knowing within us. So, what are they thinking? What was in their heads then? And I love this. 43 is also love you, but 43 is 7. 7 is the number of the soul. So there is just so many gorgeous meanings behind it. So there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so you pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. So, how lovely. So basically in their head, and look at the mirroring between both of our heads, we have peace, they have the deep knowing. And also look at that, peace is 23. We've had that was the number that came through as the channeled letter. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? All the days seem to run into one, but I think it was yesterday. So our message is what's going on for us. When two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savoured. Well, if you look at these cards, they are so almost identical. The same color waves, the same principle, the egg, the birds. So yes, I would say that the reason why we are perfectly aligned and perfectly in tune is because ultimately this relationship is blessed. It's the 22, which is the sign of the beloved. Keep the faith and hope. The 6, keep wishing on the stars. 6-pointed stars, Star of David, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. So this is for the overall energy, and it is. You are moving towards a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union is blessed by the divine, and it will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more importantly, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Oh, I love that. So that is what is the focus at the moment, is basically knowing that we're in this blessed relationship. What's going on in the heart space? And this is just so important because it's the sequence. It's basically this is just knowing that it's a time for healing. So there also this message around nothing will come of the situation is about understanding the situation at the moment with all the craziness that's going on in the universe, on the planet, it's just knowing that this too shall pass. So if that's bringing up loads of questioning for you around what does that mean for my connection, is it ever going to happen, am I going to be okay, all of those things, and that's saying that's what you need to release, right? Because this is a big time for healing, planetary healing. And of course, we're all part of the planet. We are part of it, not sat on it. So we are all going through healing. So what's coming up to be let go of is that feeling of that nothing is going to happen for me in my union, because that isn't the case, right? This is to say that, you know, that everything shall pass, and this is a big time for healing. So the message of the card is, I will read because this is the overall, but just to say that there will be lots of triggers that come up, because of course the triggers are very real, because obviously we are also a reflection of each other, and therefore those triggers will come up for a purpose as well. So even more important to really trust in your intuition and really spend that time to have a deep knowing of your own soul. So pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. And then you can remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you are ready when the time comes. Well, essentially, we're all being put in an incubator at the moment. You know, we are all on enforced lockdown, which means that, you know, we are basically in this phase that we can incubate and really focus our minds on the future that we want to, and the life that we want to create. Because then what we are wanting is, for the divine counterpart, is where are they being called to? Where are they journeying to? And that is home. And but again, mirroring so strong, because for us, what are we being called to do? Answering the call. Again, this card has come up so much. And ultimately, for both of us, it was the transformation. So again, this card comes up time and time and time again. So both of us are being called from our soul to say, where do we need to be to make us feel at home? What are we being called to do to really go through that transformation that is happening all around us? We can see it, and it's so tangible now. You can feel it, because when change happens, which is what is happening, then people, you know, fear comes up, right? And that's why it's saying, what do you need to release, right above it? And that's all the fears, all the anxieties, all the questioning, all the thinking it's never going to happen for me, you know, that nothing will come of this situation, right? And that's exactly the fear that comes up, that nothing is going to happen with your twin flame union. And that is exactly what you're here to transform, to release those thoughts, feelings, because actually this relationship is blessed. You can be at peace, because there is a deep knowing in your soul that you met each other for a purpose, and that is to bring love and light to the planet. So ultimately, this relationship is about transformation. So things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging. Oh, I love it. Half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work, because you are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much so, it's happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in flight or freeze mode, to choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. But remember, you are deeply loved. So that message about healing again coming up. You know, this is a big time of healing, self-reflection, healing, because on a collective level, we are doing a huge amount of healing. Follow your guidance, listen to your intuition, whatever you are being guided to do, make sure you do it. So the activation of the card is this: I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So that is the reading that I thought I will share because it is super lovely. And of course, because it has the transformation, it is that this relationship is blessed. There is a deep knowing in your soul that you met for you to make a difference to both the way you are, the way you were, the future self, the planet, so you can be at peace on your path. And I just want to say, the lady that I shared her letter yesterday, she is a singer, and she sent me the most amazing song. She's singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it's so beautiful. So, and of course it's the rainbow. Of course it's the rainbow energy coming through super strongly recently, over the last sort of few months. My guidance is to constantly put the planet in rainbow bubble and feed rainbow energy into it and rainbow rays to help transform and uplift the planet, and to protect everyone's cells and protect humanity. And you know, and I am religiously following all my guidance of what comes through. And so I am going to add the link for the lady's song because it really is beautiful. She's got an amazing voice. It's incredible. It gave me goosebumps. And so, yes, we can all share, and it will be, I'm sure it will be very, very uplifting because it certainly put me in a good vibe. So check out the song. I've put the link into the description box at the top. And if you want a reading for yourself, it's $20. If you want a healing as well, it's $20. If you want a channeled letter, it's $10. And all of my services are available in the description box. But just to say, take care, stay well, stay bright. All right, bye.